Welcome in, everyone. Thank you so much for your patience while I was late. Let's see here. Not about a 22-second delay. Okay. So, I guess some people probably didn't come read the chat, but basically, I was like, I have to do these raffle draws. I'm very behind. I don't like when I do that. Because then I'm spending 2 hours catching up. Hi, Shanika. Welcome in. Yes. I was like, oh, I'll be ready in like, this will take me half an hour. Well, it did not take me half an hour. So, what I stopped doing is sending the tickets in the cards, because if I'm writing your name on the back, you don't need a copy of it. I didn't think so. So, so that's what took me so long, is because I was behind. I was writing everybody's name on their tickets. But I had to go back into the invoices, write down everyone who purchased for the past 3 months, and then I had to go back into their invoices and see how many items they purchased, so I had the right amount of tickets for them. So, that's why I was late. I gotta come up with a better system, I think. So, yeah, so I got my whole list here. But, and then I was, making sure, and then of course, when you're breaking them apart, right? They stick together and you're like, wait, there's supposed to be 7, there's only 6. Oh, because one stuck to another. So it's pretty fun. So I figure, tonight we'll do the raffle draws, and I was just gonna go over a little, I'm not gonna say to change, but I guess I'm just gonna go over not how I do my moseying, but just kind of how I was doing, what I was having in there, and what's gonna change, and I'll explain it. And then we'll just go over where I'm going to be. I'm very, very tired because I was up very, very late last night. And I'm very excited because tomorrow night I will be on Vintage Freak Show A Go-Go. They used to be Vintage Peep Show A Go-Go. And then her channel was unfortunately taken away. So, but I'm very excited to be on. So if you know Brad and Margot, they're really, really... they're really fun, nice people, and it's a good laugh when you hang out on Friday nights, and so I'm very much looking forward to it, and we haven't worked together yet, so, okay, so we'll get into, so this is January's, and, so just to go over, Angie's Oddities had 1, Monica had 3, Gina Mackey had 4, Angela Isaac had 6, Sleeping Bee had 1, Shanika had 4, Patty Rose had 4, Abnormally Normal had 2, Julie K had 1, By Robin had 4, and Carol's Creative Corner had 3. So those are all in here, and I'm just going to give them a good old shake. I was trying to find a container, and I was like looking at my kitchen, and I'm going, what am I doing looking in here for a bowl? You got shelves full of stuff. I'm sure you can find something. So I figured this works. Nice tin. Ooh. So we'll do that, and I'm mixing them up and mixing them up. Okay, so this is for January. Oh, and I should get my sheet out too so I can write it. Oh no, it's in front of April. Where did my sheets go? March, April. There they are. Oh, because I put them in the wrong spot in the planner. Okay. I have all my sheets where I keep track of who won the questions, the wheel for the questions, and then the monthly raffle. Okay, so for January 2026, we have, I'm just going to try to find a blue one, okay? Let's see if I can feel a blue one. I felt a blue one. We have, Angela Isaac, Vintage and More. Congratulations. Congratulations. Let me write that down. All right. Congratulations, Angela. And now, let's see. Oh, I guess I'll put these back in here. Okay. Set them over there. And then next up, I have February. So for February, Gina Mackey had 5. Abnormally Normal had 21. Linda Punky had 1. Glamaws had 1. Simon Says Let's Make a Deal. She had 2. Calypso Antique. She had 5. New England Thrifter had 1. Hannah's Heirlooms had 1. Patty Rose had 18. Shanika had 6. Angela Isaac had 2. Monica had 8. Kraken Finds had 2. And Daisy's Creative D. I just wrote down Daisy D. That's how I know her. Because there's a couple of Denises, right? So that's all who's in here. Hi, Terry. Welcome in. A brand new car. She did not win a new car. Those are lies. I'm not Oprah. Girl, if I was Oprah, do you think I'd be living in a basement? Oprah money living in a basement apartment. Although that would be smart of Oprah. She'd save a lot of money, I bet. Hi, Terry. Welcome in. I hope you're having a great week. We're doing all the raffle draws. A toy car. Yeah, I'll go in Lawrence's old toy box and dig out a little Hot Wheels. Although, I don't know if you saw, she went live on, I think it was Saturday last week. Her and her husband went to like a car show. It was like muscle cars and things like that. And she really likes those. So that was pretty fun. Yes, we had some rain. I always expect rain in April because, you know, April showers bring May flowers. That's just, I'm totally fine with it. We've had some really pretty, some gray days, but like today it was super sunny. Sometimes it's sunny but cold, but I love it when it's sunny. And even though it's like 50, when I leave and I go sit in my car, it's so warm because it's been sitting out in the sun at work. Okay, so these are nice and mixed up. So this is for February. Hey, Troy, welcome in. All right, so put that up here. And what have I got here? We'll dig one from the middle. And, oh, I was shorthanding things. It was a lot, but that's abnormally normal. So congratulations. Let me write you in. Okay. So congratulations. We'll do that. And then last but not least, we'll do March. for March, we had, Monica had 7, Misty Media had 1, Simon Says Let's Make a Deal had 11, Gina Mackey had 13, New England Cajun Roots, aka Cajun Johnny, he had 2, Nikki C had 1, and Patty Rose had 1, Carol, you know, I'm never going to say her last name right, so I'm just going to say Carol V. But you all know who I'm talking about, I think. She had 1. Angela Isaac had 1. The Buddha Chick had 1. By Robin had 7. Denise's Magical Emporium had 3. Karen Chase had 2. Carol's Creative Corner had 1. Shanika had 3. Black Widow had 2. Thomas had 5. Maria California Thrifter had 4. Calypso Antiques had 2, and Hippie Grandma had 2. So, yes. Okay, so we're going to shake that one up. Let me see what I miss here. Okay. Oops, hold on. Oh, it doesn't. Okay, so this is for February. Okay. Welcome in, everybody watching. Say hi in the chat or stay in the Lurkers Lounge. I like the Buddha Chick. She says they're in the bushes, and she has like a little thing that plays, and it has like bushes coming all around. It's really cute. Okay, getting this nice and mixed up. And who do we have? Oh, we have Bree from Simon Says Let's Make a Deal. Congratulations, Bree. Let me write that down. Okay. So, now that I'm not behind anymore, we'll have to make sure I keep on track of that for this month, when this month is over. I know last year I got behind when it was crazy at work, and I had I think I ended up doing May, June, yeah, April, May, June together, and I did them, yeah, it was, but I did them. I didn't forget. So, oh, and then, so I think what I'm going to do is, I was trying to look at, you know, I had a whole sheet that I printed out because I think, just give me 1 second, I'm going to look here. Okay, so, okay, so, something I always thought would be fun to do is for all of the tickets that you get throughout the year, I have this big old jar. So I'm going to put all of them in the jar as the year goes on. And then New Year's Eve is actually on a Thursday. So I figure maybe I could do something fun on New Year's Eve. And with doing some drawings, and I mean, why not? It's New Year's Eve, right? I don't go out. I stay home. Sometimes I make it to midnight. Sometimes I don't. Depends on if I had a nap or not. Or how busy I've been. So, but I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to keep this jar. I'm not going to keep it there because I'll probably knock it over and break it. But I'm going to find a good spot to keep it so everybody can see the tickets there. And every once in a while, we'll stir it up. And yeah, we'll do something fun. I really had fun when I did that in December last year when I did like my 1 year celebration. So so I think maybe we'll do something for that. And I don't know what I'm gonna do, but yeah. Okay, so what I want to talk about with invoicing. So typically, usually when you get the invoice from me, you'll see that I leave the notes, or I'm, thanking you for purchasing, because I do appreciate everyone who purchases from me and supports me in that manner. And even if you don't, and you just come in the chat and you chat and you thumbs up and you tap the little hearts, you share me out, I appreciate all that support so much. It really does help. And so, and then at the bottom you would see the terms and conditions, which is kind of just where I put, I'm selling vintage stuff. It's not perfect. I definitely always do my best to describe what I see, but I am human and I may miss something. Definitely not on purpose, but most of the stuff I sell is, vintage, so it's used. But so I, not perfect, I may miss things, but I've always said that if something arrives, I think I put in there, if anything arrives broken, to save the packaging and the box and contact me right away. So when your packages go out, they all have insurance. And only recently was the first time that someone contacted me and let me know that an item broke during transit. So I contacted the post office and explained what happened, and I said, who files the claim? Is it me as the shipper or the person who received it? And I was told it could be either, but it is easier for the person who received it to file the claim, because you may have to bring the item in the packaging, in the either the box or the poly bag. If I send something in a poly bag to the post office, they may want to see it. So I did let that person know, and they had just said that they'd kind of broken down the box and taken off the label and took off all the packaging, and so they couldn't go to the post office. And they did mention that, it's happened to them before, and the person that they had got from just kind of gave them a credit on just gave them a credit. So I'm guessing probably on their next invoice. Your packages come with insurance. So if something does come broken, which I hope nothing ever does again, because I felt terrible. And I do my best to wrap things up, and sometimes I'm like, oh, I pray it makes it, and it makes it. So save your packaging, and you will need to file a claim. I know the other thing they said was that they would need like a copy of the receipt from when you purchased the postage, which I get emails from pirate ship saying, here's your receipt for your when you paid for your postage. So I could obviously forward that to you. And I'll need you to file a claim, because that's what it's for. Unfortunately, I'm still, even though it's been a little over a year, I'm still rather new at this, and I'm not really, in the position to be doing that all the time. Hopefully it never happens again. Like I said, that was the first time, but that is what the insurance is for. So I just think I kind of need you to kind of do, if that ever happens again, praying it doesn't, do a little bit of due diligence. And if other resellers just credit right away, that's okay. We're all independent sellers. And so, what one reseller does, another may not. And in my case, I like because that's what we pay for the insurance for. And they would, you'd receive back from them. And I did talk to a couple other resellers about it, and I explained what happened, and, just looking for advice. And one thing they said was, you can check a little box on pirate ship, and you get a little extra insurance through them. I know I did that recently for Gina Mackey, because I sent out a box that was 24 pounds for her. She had, we laughed. She collected a little zoo. She got a lot of little animals in there. And so I just said, I checked, and I gave her the option. I said, if you don't want the extra insurance, let me know, and I'll take it off. And and I can always give you that option. So, but yeah, so I would just really appreciate that being done. And but again, if you'll notice, the invoices I sent out for March did not have any notes or because I was also trying to hurry up because I was so behind. And I copy and paste that every single time because I can't figure out how to make it save on the invoices. So I did it one time, and then when I changed my schedule and now I tried to add that into the notes, but I can't make that update on like the saved kind of template. So I gotta work on that and figure it out. But yeah, so that said, that's kind of that. So I'll put that new out starting when I do the April invoices. And maybe I'll put a post on YouTube so people know. But hi, pretty girl, welcome in. Welcome in. I hope you had a great week. So that's kind of, employee meeting over. Company meeting over, right? So that was I didn't really pull anything. If you guys want to see anything or you want me to start on a shelf, I didn't really plan to sell anything tonight, but I'm happy to pull something if you're looking for something in particular. And otherwise, I'll be on tomorrow. You know what? Let's see here. Okay, I'm going to put in, here we are. Okay, I'm going to put in Margot's channel here. And if you want to, if you're not subscribed, you can go over and subscribe to her. That's where I will be tomorrow night at 7:20. I'm going to have this fun little coat here. I picked that up. It's a very vintage, it's real rabbit fur coat. It's a small, so it's a vintage small. So maybe like a child's medium. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know, but and I'll have some. I've got some like gemstones, like not gemstones, but like rocks and things like that. I think I have some clear quartz and some different things like that I'm gonna pull for that as well. And just trying to think of different fun things. And I know, like, so Margot, what they'll do is anyone who buys, they put the thing in and then they spin a wheel, they'll draw a name, and then they spin a wheel and then they get whatever on the wheel. So they give little prizes during the sale. So I picked up some prizes as well so I could join in on that fun. And so I'm just gonna have a fun night. Come, as Margot says, enjoy a Friday night libation. And yeah, so we'll do that tomorrow, and I hope to see you guys there at 7:20 Eastern. She starts it at 4:20 her time, so that's 7:20 for me. But yeah, so this was just a short night, and thank you everyone for coming. And please, hit the thumbs up. I'm gonna do a question because I usually do questions, and then I'll put whoever answers the question, you get your name on the wheel and we spin it the next week. I think I did a question last time I was on. It's been a few Thursdays. But I haven't checked. So we'll do 2 wheels if we need to next time. See, I'm just catching up on things. Okay, let's see. Oh, here's a good one. Okay. What one question would you like to ask of an ancestor, and who would you ask? Now, I'm going to say, it doesn't have to be I'm going to say one person in like history. It can be someone from your family, or it can be a famous person. Maybe you would want to ask King Tut, why a triangle? It's up to you, you know? I think that's the guy that started the pyramids, right? I mean, so think about it. And if you don't want to ask anyone anything, you put that as your comment. So all the comments do help, and it'll help you get a little. Whoever wins, they also get, you know, a little discount off of their invoice as well. So thanks again, everyone, for popping in. I know it was a short one tonight, but it won't be short tomorrow if you come on over to Margot's. All right, thank you so much, and everyone have a great night.